there's a wind of change. I've never ever felt this way. Longing for you, pick up the phone. Catching a flight, I'm coming home. Back to the place I've always known. Home, home. Seeing you soon, I gotta run. We're gonna have a lot of fun and spending this summer alone. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. You were only like a friend. Till we met the other day. Didn't want the night to end. And now there's a wind of change. I've never ever felt this way. You're stuck inside my mind. Deep inside my mind. I think that now's the time. Longing for you, pick up the phone. Catching a flight, I'm coming home. Back to the place I've always known. Home, home. Seeing you soon, I gotta run. We're gonna have a lot of fun and spending this summer alone. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm counting hours, minutes, seconds, faster, hurry, make it happen. Before we know it, I'll be on my way home. Yeah, we're chilling, I just, you and I. Every crazy summer night, baby, I am coming home. I'm coming home. Longing for you, pick up the phone. Catching a flight, I'm coming home. Back to the place I've always known. Home, home. Seeing you soon, I gotta run. We're gonna have a lot of fun and spending this summer alone. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
I'm in the back seat. You should probably take the wheel. I'm kinda twisted inside, and I don't know where I'm going. I'm just here for the ride, okay? Here comes a double vision. Does Megan Fox have a twin or something? Might be the Prozac kicking in, but she tossed her drink in my face, and I didn't even flinch.
My mom says love's not easy, just keep your head held high. People will find you pretty, I just wonder where they are. You like my Batman t-shirt, it costs like 50 bucks. Someone must think I'm pretty fly right now. Maybe I'm going crazy, can't catch a break lately. And I just wonder what you gotta do, what you gotta do to get a little baby. You look amazing, I said it, I meant it. And I just wonder what you gotta do, what you gotta do to get a little love. Get a little, get a little. What you gotta do, what you gotta do.
What? Did somebody just say hello? Nah, I'm flying Han style, solo. Do you like that Star Wars reference, baby? There's more where that came from. Catch a movie later? Guess I'll see you around. I got a busy week too, I'm watching X-Files. Could be the Mai Tai doing things, but hey, you know what? I'm calling that a win.
My mom says love's not easy, just keep your head held high. People will find you pretty, I just wonder where they are. I got one extra ticket, do you like Comic-Con? Someone must think I'm pretty fly right now. Maybe I'm going crazy, can't catch a break lately. And I just wonder what you gotta do, what you gotta do to get a little baby. You look amazing, I said it, I meant it. And I just wonder what you gotta do, what what you gotta do to get a little love. Mr. Spock, Chewbacca, Gandalf's beard. What you gotta do to get a little. My mom says love's not easy. Just keep your head held high. Bet people think I'm pretty fly right now. Maybe I'm going crazy. Can't catch a break lately. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little baby. You look amazing. I said it, I meant it. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little love. Legos and Cheetos. Where did we fly? It's Wingardium Leviosa. What you gotta do to get a little. What you gotta do to get a little love.
What you gotta do. Oh my goodness. I feel like, for some reason, I feel like being like, like that one song. Okay. Anyways, welcome everybody. It is Friday. I can't even do that. Now it's bothering me. I couldn't even do that. It's like, it's like I think the group is called Disturbed. Anyways, I feel like I'm disturbed right now. Hello everybody. Welcome. It is Friday. It is another episode of the Doll Symposium. Let's switch over, people. Hello, what's up? It's Friday. Yay! What's up, everybody? It is another episode of the Doll Symposium. As always, I am your host, Shizusan, and my beautiful assistant with me today is my very lovely Portia, who's get a little bit of flyaways. Just kind of like, yeah. Look at those beautiful earrings, too. Compliments of our friends at Kit and Cat Shop. So... Today is episode 71 of the Doll Symposium, and today, for those of you that are not familiar, because we seem to be getting new people every now and then, today is going to be a news episode. Good evening to everybody that's here. Good evening to PMB Sakura. Welcome to the stream, PMB Sakura. And Christina Kowald, welcome to the stream. I am having a relaxing night so far. Relaxing week. Well, actually, I shouldn't say total relaxing week, but for the most part, it's been a good week at work. Not as bad, sinking, as it normally has been for a while, but it was pretty decent. Can't complain. A couple announcements before we start today's episode. I do want to give a very big shout out to a special place, a special group of people, and a very special, to my very special friends. So with that being said, let me change over to this screen. Hold on. I just want to make sure it's set up perfectly for you guys. Okay. Switching over the screen. So this weekend, starting tomorrow in the US, okay, so sorry for you people that are international people, we have the Land O Sky Doll Club. I meant club. The Land O Sky Doll Club. Apparently, it's part of the United Federation of Doll Clubs, Region 8. I did not know that, so that's new information for me. They are having a doll show this weekend, this Saturday, September 21st in South Carolina. The reason why I'm really letting you guys know about this show is that this show has a smart doll community, or a vinyl doll community, to be more specific, because it's not all about smart dolls. So they do have a myriad of smart dolls and Dollfie Dreams there, and a good community of people down there as well, which is going to be headed by All My Plastic Children. So this is the Carolina Smart Doll Club. There are a couple of members also that do collect Dollfie Dreams. I do not know if there will be specifically any Dollfie Dreams at this particular show this weekend. There probably will be. But I just want to let you guys know that, you know, these things are happening around the country, okay? It's small, but it's happening. We're having conventions. We're having doll shows. They're popping up everywhere. So every time one pops up, I want to give a shout out to them, because those pioneers, those people that are pushing the boundaries for the rest of us of having these shows out there, are, you know, they're doing it not only just for themselves and to make friends, but they're doing it for the community also. The more awareness out there about this hobby, the better. And the more people that show up to these events, the more others will see that it actually has a following and that we really want to get something going. So big shout outs to the Lando Sky Doll Club for having a show this weekend from 9:30 to 3:30 p.m. at the National Guard Armory. And big shout out to the All My Plastic Children Smart Doll Club, who will be having their own booth there. But in addition to that, our good friends at Kitten Cat Shop are going to be there as well. They are going to have a booth. So if you do want to get some yummy, yummy goodies for your dolls, they will have goodies on display and for sale there as well. Again, it's going to be, because I'm not logged into my Instagram account, it won't let me open this, but you basically can see there. It is the doll show and sale Saturday, September 21st, 2024, 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. So if you are in the area around South Carolina, maybe North Carolina-ish, I really don't know how far apart the two states, like where this place may be, or Georgia, if you're in North Georgia, I guess, come on down to the doll show. Definitely going to have a good time. You'll find a lot of like-minded people, and not only will you find vinyl dolls, as in Smart Dolls and Dolphy Dreams there, you're also going to meet other doll folk as well, as it is initially a doll show for many, many different types of dolls, not just our hobby. It just so happens that a group known as All My Plastic Children is going to be having a doll show down there. So yeah, definitely, if you're in the area of South Carolina, definitely check out this show. It is not a very long show. It is 9:30 to 3:30, so it's not like one of those big conventions that span across like 3 days, but it is a definitely cool thing to do and a cool place to visit to meet other like-minded doll folk. So that is my little advertisement for today. And of course, my good friends at Kitten Cat Shop will be there as well. So they'll be peddling their wares, and you might see some really cool stuff this weekend. All right, that is my little advertisement for today's episode. So this is I think I mentioned this before, but this is my lovely doll Portia. Also, another doll that has been very special in my collection, as my good friend Magical Girl Kit Kat has done her face up, and she is so gorgeous. I really like her a lot. All right, we are here for a news week this week. So why don't we get into that? And as always, you guys know, the first up is going to be Dolphy Dream News. Not that it matters, not that it means that it's better than any of the others. It's just because I started this whole collecting game with Dolphy Dream, so I guess I'll pay it homage by making it go first. All right, let's switch our little scene here. Oh no, Portia got cut off. Yay. I mean, whatever. They always get cut off, but I'm going to have her in the picture. There you go, guys. All right. So just as a reminder for everybody, the September 2024 Volks outfit collection, or the fall outfit collection, has already been released. It released during last week when we were supposed to have this episode, but I was busy with familial things that I had to get done. But it was out. And the good news is mostly everything is still available. So if you did miss out like I didn't get to get the items that I really wanted. They are still available. So if you do want to go here, like all the suits are available. Like this little, the monotone dresses are all available. Looks like this hoodie's gone though. But the other one, the skeleton hoodie's still there. As well as the Shrine Maiden outfits, which is the ones I wanted to get. The skirts, the Shrine Maiden outfits, they're still all there. So if you did miss out and you wanted to get some stuff, you can do so here. The only thing that's missing is the shoes. The shoes are kind of gone, but they'll probably get restocked at some point. And then you also have page 3. Oh, it's just the wig. I thought there would be more on that page, but that was really it. But if you missed anything, like I did, I mean, most of it's still available. And again, you're going to see it later on Volks USA anyways. But it is a good haul for stuff, Volks-wise or Dolphy Dream-wise. In this, I don't know why I said that, because Volks is Dolphy Dream. But essentially, there's a lot of good stuff that you can get from this outfit collection this September, if you so choose to. Now, another thing I wanted to mention here is they have a Dolphy wig lineup for 2024. It is basically this wig here. that is available to pretty much anybody. I don't think it's limited. It didn't say it was limited to anything, but it is a short shag. You can see it like it just goes below the elbows there. For the length, you have a little bit of bangs here going on, and it does come in a myriad of colors as well. You can get it in this black. This looks like some kind of flaxen. This looks like ash, the dark brown, and some kind of brunette brown, which is probably the picture that you see here, which is going to be this color, this cork brown. But those are available right now in the store. If you wish to purchase them, they are available there. Now, the next thing that is more limited, this is going to be a release for GL, VS, and VIP members only, which is the Dolphy Dream DDH32 head, which if you guys can't see it already, is gorgeous. She is such a cutie. This, what I like about this is that this head harkens back to the days of old school anime with big girl anime eyes. If you've noticed, a lot of the Dolphy Dream heads as of late, like especially from DDH20 onwards, have been really focusing on like more like, I don't want to say like sultry per se, but more like a sultry thing. Like a lot of the eyes are more narrow, more smaller or thinner than when they have been historically for DH20 onto 30. That doesn't mean every single head was that way, but it was more so like a lot kind of had that aspect to it. And it's nice to see that they're kind of going back to this old anime googly eye look, especially, you know, considering the fact that DDH 1 through 6 are discontinued. They no longer make them anymore. It may pop up randomly, maybe in a D-cord if they have like existing supplies somewhere hidden in the storage facilities. But for the most part, 1 through 6, those classic big doughy eyes are gone. That doesn't mean that from 6 onwards that there aren't heads that have that, but I really feel that this DDH32 kind of brings back that old school look, which a lot of us, you know and love. But it does also bring it, not only just the old school look itself, but it does bring it with the shorter, rounder head instead of the longer, kind of like ovalish kind of heads that we have mostly nowadays. Now, the thing is, it is going to be available in semi-white and in flesh skin tone color for the eye holes cut out, or you can have it with the eye holes, the little slits still in for whatever reason that you might want it for. Some people want it because they want to do like a sleeping look. Some people want it because they want to have one eye closed, one eye open kind of look. But for the most part, I think a lot of us usually just get the ones with eye holes cut out. There are also another myriad of reasons of why you would want the closed eyes, heads. But again, I'm not much of a customizer with heads, so I don't know all the ins and outs for it. But I do know that there's some kind of benefit to that, especially when you're doing some custom work. Now, next up, we have the Volks News free for global members magazine. So the Volks News magazine usually comes out every quarter, I want to say. Usually have one every quarter. And every now and then, they're always going to do, during that quarter, a free Volks News magazine. What that entails is you have to be a global member. So you do have to pay the membership, which is super cheap. It's like $5 or $6 a year to be a member. And then basically you get a free magazine. The only catch is that you can't get the free magazine, as far as I know, just by itself. Like you can't just order it, be like, give me something free and I just pay shipping. I believe the way it has to work is you have to buy something and then you just add this magazine to cart and then it just comes with your order. The only problem is that this is a very popular thing that people like to do, and it's currently sold out at the time being. And as you can see here, it says product waiting to be. So it is currently sold out. It may get restocked, but usually, well, I shouldn't say may. It usually does get restocked at some point in time. However, when that restock comes, it may be way past the whole, free global shipping thing. Now, you'll also have another chance because Volks USA usually follows suit. So if you live in the United States I believe it's United States and Canada that's eligible, you can get your hands on another free one from Volks USA when they do it. They usually do it like a little bit after the international ones do it, but just keep an eye out for it. Now, the next thing I wanted to share with you is something interesting, but we don't have much info on, which is this here. We have the Dolphy online store 5th anniversary. Now, this is going to take place on October 26th through November the 4th, and we don't have any information. It just says that in order to participate, you have to be a VIP member or a GL or a VS member. So basically, international people can apply and participate. You just got to make sure you're a member and pay that $6 yearly fee. But it says here in preparation and then nothing else. So we really don't know what's going to be released during this time frame. Now, historically, for the most part, they release little knickknacks here and there. It's usually some kind of goodie bag or some kind of like grab bag, a gotcha type bag of like a myriad of things, whether it be like a gotcha bag for different types of eyes or like some kind of gotcha bag for an outfit, shoes, eyes combo. There are other things that are released, sometimes an accessory or a new outfit set or something of that nature. But again, it's all speculation right now until we get more details, which we probably won't get until we get closer to the date. I'm guessing probably second week of October, maybe first week of October at the earliest. But as of right now, we don't really have any details, but it should be something good. It is also important to note that some of these like special like things might be for Japanese residents only. But again, we'll touch base on that when we get closer to the release date and we get to see what actually is available. But as of right now, it just says that they are in preparation. So we have no other information other than that. Sorry, guys. Now, next up, this one I just thought would be really important because, as you guys know, the borders have been open for quite some time, and a lot of people have been traveling to Japan for their dolly needs, and sometimes for the first time, like a couple of my friends that have done recently. And also one of my good friends, Tempest, is actually going for, I forgot if she said it was her second or third time, but she's going this October, which I don't think this will really affect her. But, you know, for those of you that may be going this week or the next, you might need to know this. So it says here that Tenchi no Sumika is temporarily closed, as well as Doll Point Osaka, and the hobby floor will be open as usual. Now, this is only for September 25th to September 26th. So if you happen to be in Japan next week, Doll Point Osaka and Tenchi no Sumika will be closed. Then you also have some other services temporarily closed, like Tenchi no Sumika in Sapporo. And let's see, Doll Point Akihabara has special hours. It says on Wednesday, September 25th only, Doll Point Akihabara's business hours will be changed from noon to 8 p.m., which is really not that much of a difference. I believe they usually open at 11, I want to say. And then they close at like around 8:30. So it's slightly shorter hours, but not really that big of a deal. Also, Tenchi no Sumika in Nagoya will also be temporarily closed. This is due to training. So apparently, I guess they're either going over like new policies or something that they need to train their employees on, or maybe it's new employees that need training and they're doing training on the trainees. Wow, that was a bit redundant. But yeah, they're essentially for those couple days those 2 days in particular, they're closed, and Doll Point Akihabara has limited hours just because of that. But that only really affects anybody in Japan. But just figured I'd put it out there because a couple people are already traveling. Some of you may already be in Japan and are maybe watching this in Japan, which is right now it's morning for you, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let me just check my phone real quick. I'm pretty sure it's the morning over there in Japan. Yeah, it's about like, it's actually almost noon. It's like 11:20 in the morning. So good morning to those of you that may be watching in Japan. Oh boy. Okay, now moving to Volks USA news. Volks USA is going to have their September new outfit collection, same collection that's being released on the international website, but it will be September 21st, which for us here in the United States is tomorrow, tomorrow morning, so to speak, at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is going to be 12 noon here on the East Coast, and then Central Time, you're somewhere in between. I'm really sorry. I don't really know the breakdown for Central Time. The interesting part is if you click on this, it really only shows you like nothing here. Like it's just a blank page. And the only reason why this is here, like this thing here, is because that was like the most recent thing I viewed last time I was on the website. But it's pretty interesting. I mean, usually they kind of put it, they usually leave it, okay, let me take that back. They usually leave it blank for most of the time. But historically, the day before, or at least 2 days before, they usually put what's up there so you can kind of see it ahead of time. But as of right now, there just is nothing. There's it's like legit nothing. So, yeah, I mean, we'll just have to wait till tomorrow morning, essentially, to find out what's going to be on here. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same exact thing that's here on the Volks International website, but they just didn't show it. I guess they just figured we'd see it. Now, the other interesting part about this is that it is the outfit collection, and it did not say lottery. So again, like the last outfit collection back in the summer, it didn't say lottery. Ended up being a click war. Excuse me, I can't talk for some reason. Now, historically, it's always been a lottery for Volks USA. It's been just recently that they've been doing like just click war-ish stuff. I don't know if that's because things haven't been selling as well for Volks lately. And the only reason why I say that, not that I see sales figures or anything like that. I don't have any basis for that kind of comparison. It's just mostly that when you go on their sites, everything is for the most part still available. There's like 1 or 2 items here and there, which is usually an accessory that's like instantly sold out. But for the most part, their stuff is pretty much still available. And I honestly don't know the reason why. I don't know if it's because all the Volks people or collectors, and when I say Volks people, I mean Volks collectors and Dolphy Dream collectors more specifically, have moved over to Smart Doll or anything like that. I really don't know. But I remember when I was getting into the hobby back in the day, these outfit collections were a big deal. It used to crash the website all the time, and almost everything used to be sold out after the crash was gone. The only thing that was left was like maybe underwear, socks, some assorted shoes maybe, but usually everything was picked clean. But recently, within the past, I want to say year, maybe 2 years at most, a lot of their things are still in stock. It may come to the point where some like really, really popular items that people have been looking forward to for a long time may sell out, but it's not what it once was. And I don't know if that's because of the fact that, you know, that Smart Doll is kind of like gaining a lot of popularity, but I really don't know why. So normally I would tell you guys, please make sure you check the day of, right when it opens, blah, 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 so you can get your stuff. But nowadays I feel like that's a little too much caution. Nowadays I feel like unless there's something that you insanely, really desperately want, you can check the next day and avoid like the crash or whatever kind of crash that there may be if it even still happens. I do know it happened last time, so people are still logging in to buy these things, but I don't know about like in future preparation wise. But yeah, I think it's going to be a click war for Volks USA. So just be aware that that's something that may happen. Now moving on. That's everything else. That's pretty much everything actually for Volks News and Dolphy Dream News. They're both one and the same. I don't really know why I said it twice, but that's pretty much it. Like I tried to find more, but it's been pretty lackluster as of late. And surprisingly enough, there wasn't much, post Dolpa like news on any sales. So I know a lot of us were very excited for the Dolphy icon and maybe a possible after Dolpa sale for icons for people that couldn't attend to possibly get their hands on one. But I haven't seen anything posted as of yet. Or at least as of prior to, going live on this stream, it may be that they'll post something later today or whatever. But as of right now, I haven't seen any news on that. So it must mean that Dolphy Icon's Rockin' Royalty is legitimately like reserved just for those that attended the tea party at Dolpa. But I have been seeing some pictures of post-Dolpa pictures from Volks USA specifically, but I haven't, which is odd, I haven't seen many or any really pictures for people that have won any of the Rockin' the Rockin' Royalty. Like I nobody's posted, which I thought was really, really strange, because I figured, somebody's gonna post that they won, right? Like somebody's gonna be like, hey, check out my new cutie I got from Dolpa. But as far as I know, I haven't really seen anyone pop up, just showing their beautiful ladies, you know what I mean? I don't know, because I didn't attend the event, right? So I don't know if like maybe they told people, hey, don't show your dolls immediately, give it like a month. I don't even know if like maybe they didn't get their dolls. Maybe they won their dolls and then Volk said, oh, we'll ship it to you in the next week or so. I honestly don't know. I didn't attend the event. I don't have any information. My friends that attended the event, I haven't heard from them yet. I'm only assuming probably because they may have lost and they're pretty depressed that they lost. But I'm fairly surprised that we haven't really seen much postings for post-Dolpa Rockin' Royalty, pictures. Because I would have loved to seen people's Rockin' Royalty girls, especially Sarah. But I don't know. Not everybody that attends these events and wins are very social media savvy, but I figured somebody would have posted something. I haven't personally seen anything. That doesn't mean that it's not out there, but I just personally haven't seen anyone post anything, which is kind of worrying. Like, where did all these Rockin' Royalties go? God forbid. I hope it didn't go to scalpers or something. I'm sure it didn't. I'm sure it went to lovely homes. It's just I'm just curious to see the owner's pictures, not really the owner itself, just the pictures. PNB Soccer says, wahoo, a few items they posted on Facebook I want to try to get. For which one? The September outfit collection? Because I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same list of items that the international people or the international store was releasing. But again, that's everything for Dolphy Dream News. Let's move on to some Azone stuff, shall we? So for Azone, there is quite a few things that we could talk about today. So one is Suzune, My Little Devil. I am not 100% sure if I covered this last time, so if I did, I apologize. But I think it was just really cute. She has these little bat ears. And she is part of the... what's it called? It was somewhere here. The Iris Collect Petite collection. Reservations open on September 3rd, and it's until stocks are exhausted. So just check your usual places like AmiAmi, Hobby Link Japan, 99.co, and Fabric and Friends to see if they still have her up for pre-order, and then you could still pick her up that way. She is going to be on this smaller body, the AZT45 body, with a small bust, which is rare. We don't get many Azone girls with small busts. They usually come with G bust or H bust. So we do have a smaller bust girl here, as I'm assuming because she's on the AZT845 body, that she is going to be, pretty much a young lady. So having a H bust would be a little ridiculous. But regardless, she looks very cute in this picture. And then you could see a little close up of her with a little like bat ears. She reminds me of like little Morgana from Darkstalkers. But very cute. This is definitely a cute doll that I think anybody that is willing to purchase her or wanting to purchase her will have a great doll to add to their collection. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is something I don't normally talk about, but I thought they were just so cute that I want to talk about them. and that's this little cutie. So this is part of Alvistaria Tio. Now, from my understanding, the Alvistaria characters are Azone original characters. This is not from a game or a show or a manga, as far as my understanding is. I could be wrong, but this little cutie is super cute. So this is called the Snow White Cat and Wolf in Winter Forest. She is going to be a base price of 16,500 yen or 18,150 yen, after taxes, which will roughly translate you to about $150, give or take, whatever the conversion rate is going to be when you purchase. Now, reservations start on October 3rd and ends when stocks is fulfilled. So basically, they're going to pre-order, or they're estimating they're going to make a certain amount of these dolls. They just don't have a certain number that they don't release what that certain number is. And once they fulfill all the pre-orders for that number, then they just cut it off. Now, they will be shipping out at the end of October if you are to purchase them. They are the 1/6 scale sized on the Pure Nemo Flexion XS boy white body. So apparently this one's a dude. I mean, regardless of whatever kind of gender identification that you want to give to your dolls, I just think it's interesting that it actually specifies Flexion extra small boy, which to me, I thought this was girl. It kind of looked a little female-ish to me, but I like the cloak. I like the ears. Her face is so cute. It's so expressive. And I like the boots, or his face. I like the boots. The boots are really cool. I love how they just show the cross of the strings and the way it's tied up and laced up. It's just really cool. We don't see too many boots like that from like Volks or even Smart Doll, so I just thought it was a really cute set of boots. But as Azone always does, it's not just one doll, it's two. So we have the Alvistaria tier Snow White Cat and Wolf in Winter Forest. I think this one's the store direct version. I'm not entirely sure, but it is the same character, just different hair. Now, this one I think is female. Yeah. This is on the Pure Nemo Flexion extra small girl white. So it is supposed to be a boy and a girl, as far as I could tell from here. And she comes with this very lovely cloak with the ears, but she has a little ribbon on her hair. Also has long gray hair and a mini skirt, and still the same killer looking boots. I love this. Like, I don't normally collect the 1/6 scale girls, like, not because they're not cool or anything. It's just, I just have so many dolls. And yes, buying the 1/6 scale dolls will be better for me because they're smaller and they don't take up as much space. But a lot of my money is just tied up on the bigger girls. Like, I just can't help myself but buy the bigger girls and or boys when the right boy comes along that I want to purchase. But yeah, these little ones, they can be really cute from time to time, in my opinion. Now, I don't know if it specifies because I want to see. Yeah, it's hard. Okay, so from the picture, okay, when we're looking at this character from the picture, it's kind of hard to tell, but I guess you can kind of sort of tell right here, like the eyes are painted on. So this is not the Pure Nemo, like the new Flexion bodies that have the eye chips in it. These are actually painted on eyes. So just be aware that if you were interested in picking up any one of these characters, whether it be the girl or the boy, there's your boy, whether it be the girl or the boy, these eyes are going to be painted on eyes. So they're not changeable in any way, shape, or form. Just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. Yo, Katarina, welcome to the live stream. Hello. Oh my god, I made it. Well, I'm glad that you're here, Katarina. So since you're here, you can always participate by asking any questions in the chat or giving your opinions on anything. It's kind of the cool perk of being here live. You just get to be part of the show. Now, another thing I don't normally advertise because they don't really make many of these anymore, at least from what I can tell. And the very few times that they do, I always think that they're super cute anyways, which is going to be the Kiki Pops. So for a long time, well, I shouldn't say for a long time, but Kiki Pops have been around for quite some time. I believe they started in 2018, I want to say. or 2017. And they were hugely popular when they first came out. And for whatever reason, they started dying down and dying down more. It might be because a smaller selection or they weren't making more at some point. But there was like a lull period where they weren't being released. And then we're finally getting a couple of them recently. Like we got one, I think it was like a couple months ago, we had another release. And then we have this new one. So this is Kiki Pop Bear Ears. Bear Ears, Yellow Ears, 2024 limited version. That has to be like a Google translation, like faux pas here. But either way, it's Bear Ears, Yellow Ears, 2024, and she is super cute. I mean, I don't know about bear ears, but these remind me of like Sailor Moon buns that she's got on her head. She does have a very cute like bear like what's it called, handbag. She does have like a kimono-esque, or what kind of resembles like a kimono-esque, like long sleeves that would come down, but then not a full kimono, as she has like a little mini skirt here with some pantalones underneath or something like that. I don't know what these are called, but they're definitely not capris, because they don't go like quarter length, right? They kind of just stop right at the knees. They could be shorts, I guess, but they have like scrunchies. I don't know ladies' fashion, so there could be a specific name for that. I just don't know what it is. But regardless of that, she is super cute. She does come with, what's it called? These little blue shoes here, and they have a close-up picture of her face. Look at that face. So adorable. And then these buns, these like Sailor Moon buns. Now, granted, they do protrude out a little bit further than Sailor Moon buns, but that's what it reminds me of. And here's a picture of her with all her little bear friends. Super cute. Now, she's going to be retailing at 25,000 yen, including tax, 27,500 yen. And this is way more pricier than you would for a pure Nemo, but these girls are about the same height roughly, but a little bit wider in girth, mostly because the heads are really big, and they're trying to play on that like chibi kind of look for Kiki Pop, so they are a little bit more thicker, but not thicker in a sense where it's like, you know, like pear-shaped dolls. Like they weren't meant to be thicker. They're just like chibi formed, if that makes any sense. Now, her reservations start on midnight of September 20th, which means it already started, and it ends when reservations are full. So definitely go on azone.net if you want to get her, or your local places, not I say local, but your usual suspects of Ami Ami, Hobby Link Japan, 1999.co, or Fabric and Friends to see if they have pre-orders still available for this lovely girl. Now, that was a mouthful. That is everything for Azone news. We don't have too much for the big dolls in Azone, except for the one little girl here for the Suzune. But other than that, it's mostly like the little girls that's been stealing the show for this week's episode. Katarina says, I met you at the last doll meetup you went to here. Do you know when you'll be back again? I might go next month. I'm not really sure when I'll be back. I was at the doll meetup last weekend. Yeah, it was like last Saturday. And then what's it called? I'm going to go maybe in November. I'm not entirely sure. I know I'm definitely not going in October. That much I could say. I won't be at the doll meetup this October. But I will probably be there in November. I'm not entirely sure yet though, but I'll let you know. And then like convention wise, like I'll be at at least I'm going to try to be at Anime NJ++, which is this new convention that just started here in Jersey. And then I'll be at PAX Unplugged also this year in Philadelphia if anyone's interested. Let's see. So that pretty much ends up everything for Azone news. So let's move on to our Smart Doll news. All right. So for Smart Doll news, we only have a couple postings from Danny for the month of September. The other ones that were prior in September, we already covered in the last news. So we covered the Green Girl, we covered the, Cortex things that were coming out. So the only new things that we have for September is this girl. So this girl is Jinx from Arcane. I think it's called Arcane Legends, which I've been meaning to watch for the longest time, and I just never watched it. just never got around to it. And then when Danny posted this, I was like, okay, I feel like now I gotta watch it because I didn't know who the character was last time. So this is Jinx, aka Powder. And I think it's really interesting because I didn't finish the show. So I didn't finish the show. But I found it really interesting and insightful that Danny chose this girl to cosplay. Because in the beginning, I thought her character was really cool because she was like always tinkering with gadgets and making like these gadget things. But her weird disturbed version later on in the show, which is the version you see here, I'm not too sure if I like yet because again, I didn't finish the show yet, so I don't know what becomes of her. But I am surprised that he picked her and not the other girl, which you could say that Jinx and this other girl are the main characters of the show. You could make an argument for that. And I feel like the other girl suits Smart Doll more so for cosplay. And I only want to say that because I think it would be a good opportunity if he was going to do a cosplay, or maybe he still is going to do a cosplay of it for his prototype that he's been working on for the female athletic girl, because the other character in the show is, how shall we say, very athletic. And I think that the muscular female body would really suit that one. But since we have no updates on the muscular female body, that he's been posting a lot about, especially that one girl that's on YouTube that like is always out in the woods, like chopping wood, that he's been using as an example. I think that female athletic body or muscular body would be a good candidate for the other character in this show. So who knows? Maybe that's something in the works and I just kind of like called it and guessed it ahead of time. But it is interesting to see that Powder, aka Jinx, or Jinx, aka Powder, is one that he's doing a cosplay for, and she looks amazing. And as you guys remember from Anime NYC last month, he did show off the ability for him and his team to do tattoos on bodies, which we had one on a pear girl at Anime NYC, and it looked amazing. So to see more of this like tattoos coming on Smart Dolls, I think is really, really cool. And they really did a great job on it. Like, I think it looks really good. I think it would probably look even better in person. And for those of you that watch my channel, or for those of you that's been in the hobby for a very long time, you guys already know this. Like, cameras don't do these dolls justice. Like, they look so good on camera, but they look even better in person. Like, when you see them in person, you just see details that for whatever reason the camera just doesn't pick up. No matter how good your camera is, like you got those 4K cameras, 8K cameras, and people be taking amazing pictures, especially Danny himself. He's got a kick-ass camera. And, sometimes some of that detail just doesn't show. And then when you see him in person, that's when you really see that detail and it pops more. So I'm assuming this tattoo in person pops more. And I'm hoping he does bring her as a cosplay to, the conventions that he's going to later on this year, which is going to be in LA, San Francisco, and in London. So hopefully he'll bring her out and you guys can see like all those little details, because a lot of those details are unfortunately missed in the picture. And it's at no fault of Danny's or anyone else's. It's just the nature of these dolls. For some reason, like in my personal opinion, a lot of the really amazing details or features of our lovely dolls that we collect just don't get picked up on camera, and it's really hard to describe those things. It's just, I don't know, like an aura or something about these dolls. Like when you see them in person, they just hit different than in pictures. And some of you will probably understand what I mean by that, and some of you are probably like, Shizusan, I have no idea what you're talking about. You're smoking. But yeah, I really think that, and I've always been the believer of the fact that these dolls just look way more amazing when you see them in person. And I'm sure that these tats will come out way better in person when you see her that way. But again, that's just my personal opinion because I haven't seen this one in person, so I really don't know. But from what I can tell from, seeing prototypes of his in person at Anime NYC and stuff, there's definitely that missing oomph that you don't get from a picture that you definitely see in person. But again, the cosplay looks great, like these leather materials and buckles. You know, I mean, as expected from Smart Doll and his for Danny Shu and his Smart Doll team, fantastic details, fantastic craftsmanship. Like every little piece on here is just really, really amazing quality. And I know I say this a lot about Danny and his teams, but really, I mean, where else do you get quality like this? It's just really fascinating to look at and to see. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. But where is it? Where did I leave off? Like you can see oh, right here. That's what I want to see. Like look at these shoes. With especially with the bronze and then the steel look here. Like these shoes are just cool. They just look really cool. And I know it's part of the character's persona and what she wears in the show, but it's still really cool to see. Like just have it go from like, I guess you want to say a 3D, right? Because the show is filmed in a CGI 3D-ish look. So, but seeing it in person in a tangible form just looks really cool, in my opinion. And you can see the prototypes, like the mock-up process of when they were putting said outfit together, which we have seen and reviewed when we go through the timeline, like way back in the day. We did see these things. And then here's just a list of all his other cosplays that he's done, which, again, all these cosplays are just really, really good. And it's just amazing what he and his team can do. Now, let's see. Oh, there's a lot of you talking in chat. Katarina says, November is my birthday month. Oh, the meetup is the day after my birthday. What the heck? Oh, well, yeah, I mean, you don't have to go to the meeting. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, I'm relatively there once in a while, but I'll always announce it on my channel whenever I go to these meetups, so you guys will know. Katarina says, wow, she looks amazing. She does. Jinx does look amazing. She's definitely a really cool character and a very interesting character in the show if you're interested in watching it. Although I would say it's not kid-friendly, so don't watch it near kids, because there's some violence that you don't want them to see. And I can't remember if there was also vulgar language, but there could be. Next up, this lovely lady here is called Sorry, I'm Not Sorry. You can read the story and her little background here, but essentially, this is his new girl that he's released, and this face is adorable. Like, I can't quite put my finger on it, but she reminds me of something. Like, and I don't really, like, she reminds me of a character. Like, I feel like I've seen this face before somewhere, and I just can't remember where. But she looks so familiar in my head. Anybody that's, live in chat, let me know what you think. Or if you're watching this later on in the VODs, put it down in the comment section of what you think she may have been from. But I swear to God, she looks so familiar, and I don't really know where she's from. Joe Rogan, welcome to the stream. If it's the actual Joe Rogan, hey, if it's the actual Joe Rogan, hey, welcome to my stream. It's amazing that you're here. If it's not the actual Joe Rogan, hey, I've been catfished. But anyways, welcome to the stream. Arcane is the best show of the 2000s. I don't know if I would say it's the best show of the 2000s, but it's definitely a lot of fun, and I'm really, really enjoying it. Well, as to the best, I know that's going to be subjective because everybody's kind of like, no, this is the best or that's the best. But, if you think it's the best, more power to you. I don't think it's the best. I think it's one of the best, though. Like, it's really fun. Like, I have to finish it. I think I only have like 2 more episodes to go, but it's a lot. It definitely is a lot of fun, and I think they're making a season 2, which sounds really cool. But yeah, I welcome to the stream, Joe Rogan. Good to see you. The best show of the 2000s is H2O. Which one's H2O? I don't know that one. Like, H2O's... the only thing I could think of H2O was, like, Halloween. Like, the old Halloween movie, but that can't be what you're referring to. So, I actually don't know which is the H2O one that you're referring to. Please explain in chat so I know. But yeah. So going back to this sorry I'm not sorry girl, I can't quite put my finger on where I've seen her before. She just, her face, something about her face reminds me of a character, and I really can't put my finger on it. But she is definitely a cute character. She also is, as far as you can see, she is a semi-real girl. So this is another girl added to the semi-real lineup. Oh, this angle of hers is really cute at this angle. And then, yeah. So just a lot of like random pictures. Danny's been taking around Japan, you know, as he always does with all of his new girls that he shows off. But yo, these prices are ridiculous. I can't wait to go back to Japan. I mean, 790 yen for this bowl? Dude, that's like in Jersey, like for something like this, I'd be paying $20 for. $20 for. 790 yen? I miss Japan prices, man. I can't wait to go back. But she is definitely a cutie. I know she, like, a lot of people are probably going to pick her up when she's released. But sorry, I'm not sorry. Very cute. And check out her story. She has a very interesting story, but it's kind of too long and I don't want to read it aloud on stream. So you guys can watch it on your own time. Katarina says it's an Australian mermaid show. Oh, I didn't know that. Is that on Netflix by any chance? Because, you know, I'll give it a shot. I'll give anything a shot, really. Let me know where it may be. Sounds interesting. Okay. Let's see. Oh, so this was pretty cool. So Danny posted these pictures randomly at first, and I had no idea what was going on. At first, when I saw these pictures, I was like, oh, him and his team are going around Japan, you know, just kind of hanging out. And then I was like, wait a minute. Those aren't Japanese characters in the background. So it turns out they went to Korea, South Korea, to be more specific. I don't know why I have to be specific, but anyways, it's South Korea. I think for a wedding. So they took the new Cyber Show, the Cortex 2 girl out with them to South Korea. And there's just a bunch of pictures of them. It's beautiful. It looks so beautiful. Like you could see like the things here for South Korea. Although I'm assuming it's South Korea that they went to because they went for a wedding, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, see, you can see the staff all dressed up. They look so pretty. These outfits are so gorgeous. I'm wondering, though, after this trip of his that he's taken to South Korea, if he's now possibly thinking of making smart doll versions for these for our girls, because that would be amazing. And I would be looking forward to this purple one right here, because you know me, guys. You guys have been watching my channel. And for those of you that are new to my channel, I love purple. That's just the color that I love. So we could do this purple. We could do a lighter iris purple. This is more of a pink. I wouldn't say it's purple, but like iris lavender kind of purple. I think it would look really cool. But really, in all actuality, any of these colors would be fine. I'd be happy with any of these colors. Like all these lovely ladies look gorgeous. They look like they had a good time at this wedding that they went to. More pictures. Excuse me. More pictures of them out and about, just kind of like going around. They actually had some kind of a ride that they took, some kind of like monorail go-kart thing. I don't even know what that is. There's more pictures of their trip on Danny Chu's stories if you want to check out the other posted pictures. But it's just really great to see, you know, the team out and about and just having fun, you know, as they normally do, because, you know, in all actuality, Danny and his team does so much for us here in the community. Whether they do it on purpose specifically for the community or they just do it for the love of the hobby, regardless of what it might be, they deserve some time off every now and then, just like the rest of us. Like I need time off for vacations, so does Danny and his team. But yeah, looks like a really fun time that they had, and whoever got married, congratulations on your on your marriage. But again, this is another picture of the team. I don't know if it's the whole team. It might be. But I'm not entirely sure because somebody's got to man the store back home, right? So it can't be every single one of them. Also, I don't think everyone in this picture is part of the team. I think it's also like friends and family in Korea or whatever that they're visiting for this wedding. Because as we all know, Danny Chu only has an 18-person team. And there's quite a number of people here. So I'm pretty sure that's not the whole team. All right, moving on. Oh, actually, before I move on, chat's been popping off with stuff. Matt says, when is the meetup? I just tuned in. So the meetup that we're referring to is the East Coast. I forgot the name again. The East Coast Tri-State all ball jointed doll meetup for the New Jersey. I guess you could say New Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania area, in South Jersey in Mullica Hill. So there's a meetup every month. And it's just a bunch of people just hanging out, like sharing doll stories, or just showing off their dolls. And the cool thing about this meetup is that even though it's a ball jointed doll meetup, we do have people that come out for to hang out with other hobbies. So we have a sculptor that comes by and like brings back some sculpted stuff that they have made. We have individuals that bring like figures. That they're a collector of all different kinds of figures that they display. So even though it's the majority of the people with dolls, we do have other things that are showed off. Like our last meet that we recently had, I brought 2 dolls of my own. I also brought some really cool G.I. Joe figures that I've been getting into lately, thanks to a member of the group. Because, Transformers and G.I. Joe is like my favorite things growing up. And nostalgia is a powerful thing. And when I saw these new G.I. Joe classified figures, they look just like the characters from the show, just a little bit bigger. Like they're 6 inches tall and they look so cool. So all my favorites, like the Baroness and Lady J and Scarlet and Duke and Gung Ho and Roadblock, like all your favorite characters are being remade on this larger scale. And they have like guns that can actually be holstered and backpacks that can actually be used. It's so crazy. Like they're good. So I've been getting into those. So I displayed a couple of mine when I was there. And also I brought some of my Transformers over because I'm very big in collecting the masterpiece collections, especially for the G1 or the Generation 1 Transformers. So I brought a couple of those along. I brought like, who'd I bring? I brought Bumblebee, I brought Brawn, and I brought Sideswipe. And it's just overall a good time. Like we don't necessarily always talk about dolls, but if you wanted to, there's plenty of people there to talk doll stuff. But sometimes we just talk about life too, what's going on in life, any conventions we're going to, any other hobbies that you've been looking at, favorite TV shows. It's just an overall good time. So if you're interested, it is called the Tri-State East Coast all ball jointed doll group. If you want the specific link to it, you can DM me on Instagram and I'll send you the link to the group. Let's see. Katarina says Purple Gang is your favorite. Dude, I love purple. It's not even funny. I just love purple. All right. So the next one that got announced is this lovely lady here who is known as Self Be True. So Self Be True is another prototype that Danny Chu has been working on. Again, for Sorry Not Sorry, we don't have an estimated release date as she is a prototype. And the same thing with this one, which is Self Be True. Also a prototype. And this one is for the pear-shaped body girls. Whether or not she will get a classic body and whether or not Sorry Not Sorry is going to get a classic pear-shaped body, we don't know. But they have been released and or shown in these specific body types right now. As most of you know that who are already a part of the Smart Doll hobby, you do know that sometimes these girls will swap between different classic or pear-shaped bodies from time to time. But this is another one that's going to be in the prototype stages that will probably get released later on this year. Well, actually, you know what? We're already about to hit Q4. No, actually, I think we're already in Q4. So I don't know if she'll actually get released in Q4, probably sometime in 2025, to be honest. He's really been focusing on Cortex 2 a lot, so whether or not any new Vinyl Girls will come out at this year, since we're already close to the end of the year, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, definitely cutie. I like, do we have a better picture for close-up? I don't think we do. But I like how they did a lot of play on her face for like the shadowing of her eyes. So you could see like the way that the mascara or the eyeshadow is on here. Like most of the girls, it darkens the eyes, but for some reason in this girl, it looks very smoky, which I think looks really cool. They also, the attention to detail in the eyelashes, I know that he's been working a lot with eyelashes for his girls, and a lot of the girls in the past have had some eyelashes. But what I think, and I could be wrong on this, what I think is unique about this one is the way that the eyelashes kind of are seen. It kind of looks like, how should I say it? It's like a, like they used an what is that thing? Because I'm not a girl, I don't know what these things are called, but it just reminds me of like the eye curler thing where it makes the eyelashes curl up more. I think the combination of like the smoky eyeshadow and the individual lashes that he's been putting on here makes it look like the eyelashes were curled. And again, I know this is not a unique thing per se to her, but I just feel like the way that the eye makeup is done and the way that the lashes were outlined gives it more of that pop, and you could see it a lot more than the other girls. But again, I could be wrong, as I really am not good at, like, you know, at this whole face up design thing and like really picking out the things. Like if you want some good analytics on like design of face ups and stuff like that, you might want to talk to people like, you know, Magical Girl Kit Kat, or even our friends over at My Lady Disdain, who are very good at discerning these facial features way better than I am. But if you want a layman's advice, which is, I guess, I don't mean to put myself down or be so depressive, but like if you want like a layman's take on things, I feel like I'm the closest thing to a layman in the doll hobby, because I know a lot about this hobby and I've been in it for a long time, and I've obviously been doing my YouTube channel for a very long time, but I am neither an unknowledgeable, but I'm neither a super expert either. So if you need some more detailed explanations, there are other channels like My Lady Disdain or Magical Girl Kit Kat that really know the finer points of these things that I'm talking about. But again, more people in the doll hobby, the more the doll hobby grows and becomes more respected, I guess you want to say, within the hobby community. But we are growing every day, as you guys know, and we are struggling for the fight to, you know, become recognized and not, you know, downplayed, so to speak. But that really wraps up everything in the news section for Smart Doll. So let's talk about the timeline, guys. And we'll go in earliest order. So we'll go from September the 4th, which was like the earliest picture, and then like make our way over. So we have here this, it looks like they're playing with T, like the color swaps for T. But what I'm curious is T Evolve. Like, is there really a difference between this T and T Evolve? Like, why specifically does this one say Evolve? I just don't know if like maybe T is getting an update in its color or iteration, but I'm very curious as to why the Evolve's there. And it may be just a simple explanation. It may be just be like, this is the specific paint color for the Evolve frame used in T, but I really don't know. I just think it's interesting that it says it there, and I might be looking more into it than it really needs to be, but that's just my take on it. Now, moving over, you do see another prototype of, or I shouldn't say prototype, but another version or initial version of the Peach Bottom, for those that are interested in the Peach Bottom. Moving onwards, I think this is the I'm sorry but not sorry. Again, I'm really bad at telling these face sculpts, especially when it's not all put together, but it could be that character. Just pictures of doll stands, like the tips of doll stands, some tools they use. I'm not really sure what relevance this picture is. We have the painted medium busts here. More flash cutting for the cinnamon feet. I don't think I see any healed feet in this picture. Just looks like normal cinnamon. This is interesting. Small bust. So extra small bust to be more precise. It looks like they're coming back for a short release, if not released already. Some painted busts for the what's it called, the cocoa skin, which I think is cocoa. Oh no, it actually says coffee. Actually, we have painted bust for coffee. Wow. Okay, so we have the painted bust for coffee, and then we have here, this is another picture of the overalls that we talked about last time we were on, but this one's in black. Some eye cradle pictures. We already know that. Some pictures of the stands. We've already seen those. This is cool. The future is in your hands. Now, whether or not he's really going to change it or not, I don't know to this, or if this is going to be a small release of these underwears. But you know, there's definitely a different saying for the underwears. I don't know if this is going to be a new regime or a new takeover, but we'll see. Some pictures of some heads, and it looks like some paint color codes of what they're painting here. Let's see. This is the inside of a bust. But what I'm trying to see is he's showing us something here. I can't tell what that is. I know it's the ridge to the bottom of the bust. Like, this is definitely the bottom side of the bust. But I'm trying to figure out what this is for. Like, the bust has always looked like this on the bottom as far as I remember. It always had this thing for the spine, because this is the spinal column, and these are the out part for the shoulder blades. Or am I looking at this wrong? Is this the extra small bust? Because now that I'm looking at it, like, what are these? Are these like... And I'm not trying to be gross. I'm like, is this the front? Is this the extra small bust in the front? But I feel like it's not, because the way that the neck joint here is angled, and the way that it's hollowed out here, I really think that this is the front of the bust and this is the shoulder blades. And if this is the shoulder blades, the only thing I'm thinking of is, are they making the lip thinner? Is that why he's trying to show us this picture? Yeah, I'm really not sure. We can only speculate, as this is the speculation zone when it comes to the timeline. We have a new, not really new per se, but a new wig style. Looks like a short hair, kind of like shoulder length style. Another wig here. For at least from this front picture, it looks like it's like a regular kind of short hair bob thing, which with some scraggle, I guess, at the end. Again, I'm really bad at describing this, but when you see the ones in the background, they look a little different. Like the shoulder length kind of comes out more, where this one looks like it's more towards the back of the head, which is pretty, it's pretty different. Some more wig making, just showing you them making the wigs. The big the big loose jeans, I really love these. I can't wait till they're released, if they're not released already. I've been really bad in keeping up with that, because now that Danny's been doing stealth drops instead of announcing the drops, I haven't been looking at or focusing on the shop as much as I used to, because I've just been very busy, especially with the kids stuff. Now that they're older, you know, it's just a lot of things involved with them now, with their after school activities and everything. So, you know, it's just crazy. But these I want to get my hands on at some point. These big bell bottom ones, or the big straight leg jeans rather. Then we have this new prototype. What is this? USCSS? Oh, this is Aliens. This is the Nostromo outfit. Nice. Prototype of the Nostromo outfit for Aliens. Some boots here. These look like Ellie boots over here. These look like they can be Jinx's boots, just not turned inside out. It kind of reminds me of that. We have more of these eye cradles for the eyes. The orange head caps. Yeah, PMB Soccer said Alien. Yeah, it's the Nostromo thing for sure. Christina says Danny just made a post picture about a wheelchair. Yeah, the wheelchair, I think, if I'm thinking about the same post you're talking about, Christina, we only saw the wheel part of the wheelchair. Did he post like the whole thing? Because I'm not sure if I saw that. Oh, Matt said, Matthew Nelson, at a meeting at work. Nice. You got me on the background during your meeting. Is it a Zoom meeting? So you have me on one screen and the Zoom meeting on the other screen? Now looking here in this picture, it looks like it's just forearms that they're just cutting the extra flesh off of. We have the push-up bust, the medium push-up bust for Coffee. Let's see, some assortment of parts. Just therefore, it just looks like these are all cinnamon parts. Again, another one which I feel like is I'm sorry but not sorry. I kind of feel like that's the face, but I could be wrong. Hold on. I need a drink of water, so we're going to play an ad real quick. All right. Like, I'm just like super thirsty, guys. Hold on. Kind of happens when you're talking for like an hour straight with no no water break. Right, Joe Rogan? You would know that, right? Love your podcast. Uh so here is the overalls right here. You see the overalls. I like playing with this mic. I don't know. This is like a newfound habit of mine. I just keep adjusting it. And it doesn't move. It's like I'm the only one moving it, and I don't know why I can't stop doing it. So these are the overalls. Again, we've seen many pictures of the overalls. It's just another one. Oh, here's the face of Curiosity. And am my eyes deceiving me? Is this Curiosity and tea, right? I don't think that's the coffee, because coffee... Oh, I just lost my spot. No. Okay, so... Yeah, because this is coffee. I think that's tea. Yeah, that's definitely Curiosity and tea. Because she has like these little dimple thingies. So definitely Curiosity. She looks cute. Okay, more of these patches. Now we can really see it here. There's the Ripley, the Nostromo patch. More of the ends, I'm assuming, for Nostromo. And then we have the Transformer patches. Oh, look, Naruto patches. So at least we know Naruto is still in the works. No ETA, no release date as of yet, but we do have the Naruto patches. I like seeing the Transformer patches here, but you know, the inner fan in me is like, he's working on Transformer stuff for us. But really, that's probably for his cosplay stuff that he can't release because, you know, for licensing purposes. This one down here, I can't tell what this is. This might be Solar Marines, but I'm not 100% sure. For some reason, I feel like this says Nippon on there, and that could be the Japanese flag, but I really don't know. I'm just taking wild stabs. But that just, I can't tell what that is that's in there. It could be a Nostromo thing, but I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to see. We have more Solar Marine patches up here. And these A things, I don't know what this is. Is this an Arcane patch? I'm not entirely sure. Huh. Oh well, that's all we can say for this one. Oh, look at the heads. So a bunch of semi-real heads here. And I think tea, and then cocoa, and then these are coffee. And you can see a little bit of makeup on this one. And then another green head. So we do have a Martian green head that make an appearance in this picture. Then this one, oh, this is the Nostromo outfit. And you could see like a picture here of the character with the flamethrower thing on the side. But it is a prototype Nostromo outfit. More wigs for the short hair waves. Oh, here's Jinx's boots, which I feel like now I'm even more certain because here's Ellie's shoes again. So I'm more certain that those are Jinx's boots that we saw last time. And more of the orange head caps, and that can't be it. No, that's not it. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. Let's see. More flesh cutting. This time this is for the shin joints or the shin shells. More pictures here of tea. A lot of tea batches. We have smooth medium bust in tea. Inner frame parts for the new Evol frames. Oh, Danny just posted a picture of it on Twitter. Nice. I guess we'll get to that in a little bit. Some more pictures of the eye colors. Another face, which everything looks like Sorry I'm Not Sorry to Me right now, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong on that one. This has got to be somebody else. Face for Chitose. No, not Chitose. Well, essentially it really is Chitose, like a newer version. But this is the Moon is Cheese. I believe this is the Moon is Cheese. For her faceplate. Oh, more of the floral bikini set, which I only have this on my Pear Girl, but still it is an amazing bikini set. Like, it's really good. If you don't have one, get one. Like, this is a really cool set. Patterns. This looks like patterns for the overalls again. Okay, future is in your hands. These are the underwear. Some packing pictures, which, oh, there's the What the hell is this outfit? The Mori girl outfit again. The pastel version of Mori girl outfit. Very cute. The short hair lavender bobs. This one, I can't tell from the faceplate which one this is for. Ooh, Cyber Shell in T. This is still my favorite Cyber Shell body. I love the T in the purple metallic. Like, it just looks so good. More underwear. Oh, this is interesting. So, for those of you that don't know, this is the stain prevention pants. He released the stain prevention pants for you to buy separately. He also released it with Lelouch and Suzaku so that it doesn't stain the dolls because they all had black outfits. But what I find is really interesting about this is that after a while, he kind of stopped making the stain prevention stuff. Like, we don't have the stain prevention bodysuits anymore in the different colors. We don't have the stain prevention socks or the stain prevention shorts. But it's just interesting to see this pop up again because maybe he's going to start releasing it again. Because, I mean, I love them. I have them for my dolls. I think I have all the stain prevention stuff except for the sock one. I think the sock one is the only one that I don't have because I just didn't really need it as most of my girls are wearing some form of socks already that are in white, so I don't really need them. But it's nice that it looks like he's doing them again because, you know, let's be fair, like not all of our dolls all the time wear Smart Doll stuff, which most of the Smart Doll stuff have been tried and tested to make sure that they don't stain your dolls. But a lot of us, you know, we use Smart Doll clothing for our dolls, but sometimes we like to cosplay other things. And, you know, having stain prevention stuff specifically made for our dolls rather than buying from a third party where the fitment's a little weird is always a welcome thing. So if he is making them again, that's going to be awesome. And then we have the Union Jack dresses, the original Union Jack, and now the black and gold one. It looks like, too, that they're switched, right? Because the original Union Jack was for the classic body. This one looks like it's for pair. And then we have the black and gold Union Jack, which looks like it's for classic. Oh, elf ears are back in production. Looks like there's going to be a batch of elf ears coming out. But it looks like in cinnamon, tea, and cocoa. No coffee. All right, so then we have the, I think this is tea for the extra large bust. Can't read that. Let's Google Translate it for you guys. Let's see. I'm curious as to what this says. Let's see, translate for me. What does it say? Okay, so the bottom right says Mirai Shito Brown or Sheet Brown. It keeps changing the translation. Mirai Sheet Brown. The middle one is Mirai Lip. And the top one is Mirai Shadow Blur. Oh, okay. So that's what these things mean. I'm assuming it's just various things for painting Mirai. Oh my goodness. As if that wasn't obvious after reading out the names. More orange head caps. I don't know why he's been posting a lot of orange head caps for some reason. More clickety-click stands. Another version of the head. Ooh. Excuse me, guys. We have shoes. And I don't know if it's the angle. Maybe it's the angle that the picture's taken, but I really don't think it's the angle. But we have big boots and little boots. But which one's the regular size? Because if this is regular size, then this means it's Smart Doll Plus size. Maybe. Or this is regular size and this is Pocket Doll size, which is very interesting because right now we only have one size shoe, and the size shoe fits both classic and pair doll. So now we see two different sizes of shoes, and I'm pretty sure it's not the angle of the camera because you can clearly see that the top of this shoe is higher than the top of this shoe. So it is two different size shoes, but is it plus or pocket? That's the question. I think these are too small to even be plus, so I feel like it's classic right here and then Pocket Doll. Which this is our first update on Pocket Doll in a long time, so who knows? I guess we'll just find out later. Looks like he's printing a bunch of stuff. I can't really tell what these things are that he's printing. Here's the clear part for the eyes. Some hand packs. Looks like he's making hand packs. I can't tell what sculpt this is, but it does look like a semi-real sculpt, if I'm not mistaken. The new Be Seen bags, which probably are going to be shipped out on all the newer dolls. I haven't had a doll since last summer, so... Or not last summer, but last May. So, and I don't think I got the Be Seen with that one. Did I get a Be Seen? I don't think so. I don't think I got the new ones yet. More overalls in OD green. More pictures of the underwears. More picture of the black and gold Union Jack. The straight brown hair, which is a lovely wig to have. I have 2 of them already. I love them. More pictures of Smart Doll body. Ooh, more pictures of Martian Green. Corey, where are you? No, I'm just kidding. I know where Corey is. Corey's busy driving to the South Carolina doll meet. They're probably sleeping by now because they probably drove all day to get down there. But we have Martian Green pictures. We have this. What is that? My car guy head is thinking bumpers. Like this is a front bumper of something, but I really don't know what this is. Luxaria! Welcome, Luxaria. Welcome to the stream. Long time no see. It's good to see you, Luxaria. I don't know what this is. I feel like it looks like a car bumper, but I'm pretty sure that is not a car bumper. It's got to be something doll related. I just have no idea. I have no idea what that is. Oh, what's this? This is nice. Nice mini skirt with a nice turtleneck top. I wonder what this is going to be. Limitless heads. We got more limitless heads. Okay. More pictures of the body. They're probably just showing off the defined cuts here for the joints. Looks like the front and rear bumper of a McLaren. It kind of does. It sort of kind of does look like the front and back bumpers of a McLaren. It's pretty funny that you said that. It says armrest on this. Oh, it does? Hold on. I gotta move my microphone. Where does it say? Oh. Okay, I had to really like squint and look, but you're right. On the right hand side here, it does says armrest base. I don't know what that. I don't even know what that means either. Like, what armrest base? Like, I'm trying to think what that would be for. Like, unless this is for one of his cosplay stuff that he's been working on. But it does say, you're right. It does say armrest base on there. But I wonder what it's going to be for. Oh, wheelchair. PMB Soccer says wheelchair armrest. Yeah, you know what? That's probably what it is. That's entirely probably what it is. It's the armrest for the wheelchair that he's been working on. Good job. See, this is why I love having you guys live on stream. Thank you for pointing that out because I totally missed that. This is, see, and this is what it means to be a community, people. The community is what makes us strong. Like, I am not infallible. I make mistakes and I miss things sometimes. And it's so great to have you guys here to like help me out with these kind of things and help out the rest of the community. That's awesome. So we do have those armrests for the wheelchair. Interesting. And we got some more feet here shown in this picture. This is more of the overall stuff that he's been working on. More of the aliens here. We have the Ripley stuff. Let's see. No, this. Look at this hair. This is cool. So we now know that this blue hair with the little like purple and like the dark blue like strands in it is a custom job that was made for Jinx. What I'm really hoping is though that he actually just releases it for his dolls, like puts it on a character or something like that, or puts it in chaos. I would love this wig. In this iteration or in the long hair iteration, I would love it. Or in a bob. I just love this color scheme. It just looks really cool. I hope he releases it. Matt says, damn, I was hoping my girls could be in a tricked out in a supercar. I mean, even if he, let's even just play with the idea. Even if he were to print a supercar, he probably is not going to sell it. It's probably going to be like his own little thing that he does for his collection. Because that would be really expensive, I would think. And if anything, even if he made it, he wouldn't sell it, but he probably would release the STL file so you can make one yourself, which would be a lot of fun for people that know how to do that stuff. Okay, so now that we've been talking about the wheelchair, I feel like this is pieces for the wheelchair. And that other thing that we saw before, I feel like it's pieces for the wheelchair now. Yeah, see this? This is what we saw in the other pictures. I'm pretty sure that's for the wheelchair. Okay, so then we have pictures of the head in T. Oh, here's more pictures of that outfit. Ooh, it has a jacket. Okay, so we got mini skirt, turtleneck top, and jacket. I wonder what this is for. This looks pretty cool so far, though. Just more pictures of them packing orders. Packing orders. I can't even tell what that is. What does that say, guys? I can't read it. I can't read it. It's too small. For those of you that can blow it up, try and see if you could blow it up. See what that says on there. All right, so keep moving on. This is interesting. So, okay. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we've had push-up busts in the past, but all the push-up busts, I think, were medium, weren't they? So having a small push-up bust, I think, is interesting. Or actually, you know what? I think push-up bust back in the day, I think they were just known as push-up busts. And I think they were the default size, but in a push-up version. So actually, being push-up small is just a regular push-up bust. It's the medium push-up busts that are new. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I feel like that's what that is. And these are in coffee. More T bodies. Unless these are coffee bodies. It's really hard to tell in these pictures, especially when he doesn't label them. I feel like this is tea, though. I don't think that's coffee. Ooh, some colors. Oh, look at that. Okay, so these are what's it called? Samples, right, of strings. So it looks like he's looking for a certain fabric and then matching strings that he's going to do the sewing on with, so it doesn't stand out as much. But you could see the different color differences. Very interesting. I wonder what he's making in this color variant. More pictures of the shop. More pictures of the smooth bust. Oh, we have black navy busts. Okay, what does that say? What is the MP for, though? I don't know what that's for. I can't read it. What does that say? My eyes suck. Huh. I can't read it. I can't read it. I don't know why. I can't read it. Let me see if I can make the picture bigger. Maybe I can read it. Oh, it says painted. Oh, I get it now. See, because here's the hard thing. I'm doing this with, multiple windows up, so I have to make the picture small, and I just can't see it because it's small. But when I enlarge the picture on my screen, which you guys won't see on your end, but when I enlarge it, I do see it is a painted, it's a painted medium bust for the black navy. Okay, that's what that is. All right. Moving forward, we have a variation of heads that he's working on. I don't think it's all the same heads, because I think this one here is a different head, and this one's a different head. But again, I'm really bad at these sculpts, man. Okay, here's more wheelchair stuff. So we have the wheel. I'm assuming this is the part that connects the wheel to the lower part where the feet go. And this is, I don't know, this looks like the connector piece. Oh, interesting. Oh, more Hakama outfits. I guess they're still in stock. More pictures here of tea heads, or they could be coffee. Let's see, booty shorts. We got pear shape, and we have classic. Oh, here's this outfit again. Okay, so mini skirt again, turtleneck shirt, and now it looks like the jacket has sleeves, because before the sleeve ended here. So now we have a full-length sleeve for the jacket. I'm still curious what this is going to be. I'm wondering though. Okay, hear me out, because I don't know if it's true or not. Oh, I lost the picture. And I gotta go back up. Okay, so here we have the wheelchair, right? Hear me out. We have the wheelchair. Then we have this, right? Now, don't get ahead of me, because maybe the picture is a little ahead. I haven't looked at these pictures. I'm seeing it for the first time with you guys. But I'm thinking wheelchair, this outfit, female Professor X, right? Like, I feel like this is a Professor X outfit, but a female gender bend version. More overalls. G07 heads. It's a lot of G07 heads. Pictures of the underwears again. Pictures of the things that are available. What is on this list? Oh yeah, look at that. Stain prevention shorts. Hiroshi jeans. Bodysuit and cinnamon. It says X1. Oh, this must be stuff he's got left over in stock that are probably going to be put in chaos. So, you know, the Hakama set is going to be in chaos. Stain prevention shorts is in chaos. Cinnamon bodysuit in chaos. I'm assuming, my assumption is this is all going to be put in chaos stuff. Okay, and then moving on. More working of a wig. Eyepieces. You had the backing and the fronts. And it's just missing the little inserts. Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot of the flight mechanic suits. There's a lot of flight mechanic suits there. Oh, and that's the last picture? Oh, no, it's not. I just hit the wrong button again. More eye chips. You can see the eye pictures. More pieces of the wheelchair. Oh, it's coming together. Here's the back. Okay, we see the back. The wheel. Here's the front part. The seat is on. Really cool. Oh, there's more pictures of it. Okay. Oh, I keep hitting the damn button. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Cortex pieces. Wow. What's up with this? They really polished and I don't know if it was really necessary, but they really polished and shined the bust pieces. I don't know if that's for any particular reason, but we have it in, from what I could tell, is cinnamon tea, and it looks like that new black that he's been working on, that piano black. But yeah, it's very shiny. I'm not sure why it got buffed out so much, but very shiny. More pieces of the black, and he's showing off the magnets. So there's going to be ports in here for the magnets, as you can see. So you can open the cockpit and put things inside. Matt says, do you know if the mechanic flight suits fit on Dolphy Dreams, or is there too much of a difference in size for the legs and arms? The flight suit, okay, so the flight suit, I don't own one, but from judging from the pictures that Danny posts of the flight suits, it looks like it is form-fitting to the body, but yet at the same time a little bit loose. But I do not know if that slight bit of looseness, because the flight suits is not supposed to be like figure shape hugging clothing. Like they're supposed to be made to wear like a little loose, right? But Dolphy Dreams and Smart Doll hip sizes are different, and Dolphy Dream and Smart Doll's legs are different. Like Smart Dolls have a longer leg and shorter torso, whereas Dolphy Dreams have an equal sized torso and legs. So it might fit a Dolphy Dream, but since I don't own one, I don't know if it will. And if it does fit a Dolphy Dream, the legs will be a little long, which shouldn't be a problem because it does have like a scrunchy thing, like elastic on the bottom. So you could probably like fold it inwards of itself and still have it work. Another thing about the big difference between Dolphy Dream and Smart Doll is because the torso sizes are different. The outfit might sit differently on the body of a Dolphy Dream. Like where the hips basically meet, or where the waist cinches on that mechanic suit, is going to be in a different spot on a Dolphy Dream. It'll actually be further down on a Dolphy Dream than it would be on a Smart Doll. Or actually, no, it should be further up, I think, because the longer legs. Yeah, so it'd be further up the torso, like where the waist cinches might be just below the bust on a Dolphy Dream. But again, I'm only speculating. But if anybody does have one of the flight suits, because I know some people already have it from Chaos and stuff like that, maybe they can do a picture of a Dolphy Dream wearing one. But yeah, I really don't know because, like you said in your post or your little chat here, the torso, the arm, the leg, like the sizes are slightly different. Even though they're the same scale and they're roughly all the same height wise, the body proportions are slightly different. So I'm not really sure if it will work or not. Oh, the moon is cheese. Look, she's so cute. Pictures of food, which looks absolutely delicious. I miss Japan so much. I can't wait till I go back. This looks so good. And yes, we can get stuff like this in America, but it doesn't taste the same. I swear to God, it doesn't. Oh, here's this outfit again. So you got the turtleneck, you got the blazer, you got the mini skirt. Oh, now you have a sock. Now we got one sock on here. It's coming together, people. The outfit's coming together. All right, more pictures of the pieces for the wheelchair. Oh, and here's Coffee with the black and gold Union Jack dress. Oh boy, it's getting late. I apologize, guys. I'm going to get another drink of water while we play NAD. Okay. You guys should have been able to hit skip by now. All right, so moving onwards. Oh, here we go with Martian Green. More Martian Green pitches for you, Corey. Pitches. I said pitches. I mean pictures. We got. It looks like this Martian Green's got a peach bottom too. More pictures of stock and a Cortex hiding right here, and a clear Cortex hiding right here. Interesting. Interesting. His Elegoo printers that he's been using for resin printing. Another picture of the outfit for the Nostromos from Aliens. It's coming along. Okay, we have more pictures here of the Cortex and various Cortex pieces. This actually looks cool. This mix and match between the black and the light and the white. It's pretty cool. And the orange. There's some orange pieces in here. I think it's interesting that he mix and matches them. It looks pretty cool. More pieces for the wheelchair. Okay, this one I think is Kanata, right? This one looks like Kanata. We have pictures of the Coco body. Another thing in T. More of the mechanics flight suits. More iChip pictures. Oh, looks like Coffee hands. Coffee hands. Okay, here's a picture here of the overalls. So we have the overalls on the Cortex girl, and we have the flight suit on the Cortex girl right here. So you can see see it is loose. You can see it's loose, but it still form fits at the same time. So it's not like super loose. So I am skeptical whether or not it'll fit properly on a Dolphy Dream. More pictures of the lovely Cortex girl with this cyber shell, the purple cyber shell markings on the face. Excuse me, guys. I'm just so tired today. Long day, long day. More pictures of the same girl. Pictures of the Shibuya crossing right here. And the Starbucks, which, you know, obviously if you go to Japan, that's one of the places you want to hit up. I was sitting right here under the A in Starbucks. I got a seat right up there, just watching the crowd last time I was in Japan. More pictures of Cortex. I got more Cortex pieces spread around the table here. A lot of Cortex pieces spread around the table. I really like this black. This looks really cool. I can't wait for Cortex. I really hope he releases it in a lot of these different colors. It just means I have to buy a whole bunch of them to get all the colors, and then I can mix and match pieces. That'll be so cool. More Cortex pieces here. More Cortex pieces here. These look so cool. This, okay, so I think this one is coffee and not tea. I think. Whoa, okay, so this is not what I expected. All right, so we got the skirt, we got the turtleneck, we got the... Oh, I'm putting it together. It's not Professor X, it's Jubilee? Is this Jubilee? We got the yellow like trench coat looking thing? What is this? PNB Sakura says Joy. Who's Joy? Who's Joy? Now you got me curious. Who's Joy? Who's Joy, my man? I have no idea. But this outfit, I was thinking Jubilee, because you know what it is? I was thinking wheelchair, I was thinking Professor X, and then I saw the yellow here, I was thinking Jubilee. It made me think of Joy from Blade Runner 2049. Oh, I didn't see Blade Runner 2049. Damn. I'm not going to get the reference. I'll have to Google it later. But if it's not Joy, Jubilee? I don't know. Speculation zone, guys. We're just speculating here. All right, this looks like it could be Coffee Head. Okay, now we have more of the floral pattern bikinis. These are really awesome. Again, please get them if you don't have them already. I'm putting together curly wigs. Oh, green eye chips. Someone's getting green eyes. Oh, this, you know what? Green eyes. This is probably Kanata eyes right here. These are probably the Kanata eyes. Okay, we got more Cortex pieces. Now it's giving us actual like dimensions. 1.5 millimeters for this hole here. Probably letting us know that that's a 1.5 millimeter hole for the magnets. Because if you guys haven't seen it yet, he did post on Twitter or Instagram story a picture of a bust for Cortex 2 that actually was removable by magnets. Screw sizes? It could be screw sizes too. It could be either way. Or maybe these bigger, larger parts are for the magnets. I don't know. He did post a thing with magnets, but yeah, you're right. It probably could be screws. Actually, you know what? PNB Sakura, I could just Google translate it. What does it say? It says 1.5 millimeter shortening moss pillar. So the bigger ones are moss pillar. This one just says Tonto for shortening or whatever. Let's see. What does this say? Due to the change in screw hole depth. Oh, see, there you go, PNB Sakura. You're right. It says due to the hole. This says right here, 1.5 millimeters shorter depth. And then this part here says due to the size of the screws. There you go. Thank you, PNB Sakura. And then here's the other thing that I was talking about. These are probably the ports for the magnets. Let's see. What does it say here? It says new shape due to magnet mechanism. Yes. Okay. So this is for the magnets. So I'm assuming this piece here for the magnets is different than this. Where this connects, I don't know. But I unclicked. Sorry, guys. Where did I leave off? Here we go. So this is for the magnet holes to put your magnets in for the swapping out the bust. All right. So this picture here is showing, I'm assuming, the strength of how much pressure this can hold up on this joint. Because if you guys remember, Cortex 1, the pieces right here at the end of each what should I say? Like the forearm and the bicep were connected, and the shin pieces, these parts always cracked. So it looks like he's checking pressure tension. There's another one. He's checking the pressure tension. I don't know what any of this is. 7.4 kilograms of pressure, I guess, that he's putting on there. I'm assuming. We have more printed pieces for, it looks like a bust in the black for Cortex. Oh, mooncakes for Autumn Festival. So Autumn Festival just passed. I think it was like 2 days ago. So they had the mooncakes. More pictures of the floral bikinis. This, I'm assuming, is part of the wheelchair. I'm only assuming. I don't know. I don't think I see anything here, though, that says wheelchair, though. Oh, no. Ripley. Alien logo. Okay, so this is for the alien logo for Ripley. Okay. See, these are things like if I don't like make this thing larger, I can't read it. It's the detriments of opening multiple windows at once. Oh, okay. Now we have green miniskirt and green socks to go with the neon. Now this green is definitely not Jubilee. I don't know what the hell this is now. It still looks pretty cool. Oh, Ripley, here it is. Here's the Ripley uniform from the Nostromos. Why does it have butt flaps though? Did the original Ripley design have butt flaps? It's like to air out. Ooh, purple eyes! Purple eyes! Yay! These are, for those of you that are not in the know, these are semi-real eyes. These are semi-real eye chips. So this is going to go for some semi-real character. Ah, I hit the button again. Okay. Going back. Let's see, more packaging, scales, etc. I don't know what this is over here. And then extra small smooth bust in Cocoa. Tea or cocoa heads. It's tea or coffee heads. It's really hard to tell now with this lighting, because sometimes the lighting's really bright and you can't tell. It looks like tea. Sometimes it's darker and it looks like coffee. See, like this. This looks like coffee. I feel like this is coffee right here. And these are two semi-real heads. This looks like Jinx. I feel like this is Jinx's face, just hanging out over here. Let's see what else. We got more eye cradles with eyes in it. We got the Union Jack dress. More pictures of the store, which you can see all the cosplay girls over here. And this looks interesting. This is Optimus Prime, but what is this up here? It looks like Halloween girl. Like some kind of Halloween outfit. Let me see. Let me enlarge the picture so I could see this better. Yeah, it's a Halloween outfit. Oh my god, Portia, you're in the way. I can't see. I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. If I enlarge it now, like my doll and like the rest of my peripherals are in the way and I can't see. Multiple windows, man. It is an issue. Okay, some more wig designs. Well, not designs, but more wigs that they made. Looks like it's getting ready for packing. Overalls on the pear body. This pear body overalls, okay. Yeah, it looks like there's another pair of overalls over here in OD green. Some nice girls in the background here. Nothing else that I see here. Okay. And here are the two bust sizes for Cortex, or the two busts. I'm assuming one is bigger than the other, because it kind of looks that way. Or is that just a weird perception thing at the angle of the camera? But I think it's two different sizes, along with an extra small bust for some reason in this picture. Let's see what else we got here. More. What is that? I think these are Coco heads. You have one with vitiligo. I'm trying to guess the face. Some of them are different. Like this one has an open mouth. This one does not. They kind of look like Against All Odds, but in Coco. But again, I could be wrong. I'm very bad with sculpts. These look familiar. Why do these look like OG Chitose? These look like OG Chitose, but in black navy. Dude. I don't have any money for OG Chitose in black navy. Ripley. Oh, here's that thing that 3D printed. There you go. The Ripley stuff for the logos. Oh, this is the mold, I guess, for the eyes, the eyepieces or something. This is probably where they set them in, because you can see there's one soaking in water right now to get set in. Okay. Grease and dry. But grease where? I'm assuming inside the thing when it moves back and forth. More clickety-click stands. More eyes in green. Oh, cyber shell faces with... Is this, Oh, what is it? Is it, this not Never Say Never. It's the other one that I like. Oh, what is the name? It's not. It's not Ends of the Earth, is it? With Cybershell. I feel like it's the other one that I like. I can't tell. It's so disappointing how bad I am with sculpts and telling the difference. Either way, I mean, she looks really cute. Same character, but in cinnamon. I just love that beauty mark, man. That beauty mark looks so good. Okay, we have the moon is made of cheese. More black gold Union Jack. Oh, the wigs. There it is. The gray with the blue in it. Oh, it looks so good. I can't wait till this drops in Chaos. I'm definitely going to go for Chaos for those. These are the post-apocalyptic uniforms. That was released a while ago. I'm surprised that they're still in stock. These might be going in Chaos at some point. Okay, we have more coffee hands. But again, you could tell from this lighting, it's a darker lighting. They didn't have like light shining on it. So I'm assuming these are coffee. Okay, more moon is made of cheese. And again, moon is made of cheese. She's so cute. I don't know. I'm sorry, I skipped over it. I can't tell who this is. I'm not sure who this one is. We have more Cortex pieces. I need a drink of water now. There's a lot of pictures this month. Like, I'm talking a lot of pictures. We spent almost an hour on just these pictures in the timeline alone. Oh, more Cortex pieces. That's interesting. I mean, not like in a pervy kind of way. Just more like, it's really interesting to see like the inner skeleton shown this way. Because then you could see like how closely these parts fit together. Especially on the inside part here. That's really cool. So there's definitely room. You could definitely see here there's a lot of room. And you could probably put like, you know, your LEDs in here very easily. It's a lot of space in there. These Cortexes look so cool, man. Pear body girl naked on the floor for some reason. I don't know why. But just kind of just chilling on the floor. Matt says, to be fair, a lot of the Smart Doll face sculpts are starting to look the same to me. Well, you know, you're right in the fact that they look the same, but that's only because he makes one sculpt and then he makes a lot of characters out of that sculpt. So like, for example, the G07 head has a lot of variation of characters in G07. So that's why it's really hard to tell. And plus the fact that I'm already bad telling to begin with what they are. But now that you have like so many characters under one head sculpt shape, like it's really hard for me. Especially when there's no makeup on it. Like I can't tell for the life of me. This one is the bronze head or the copper head, which I thought was really cool. What I couldn't tell is if this... So you can't see it in this picture. In another picture he posted like somewhere on Instagram or something, you could see these were elf ears. You can't see it here. But I don't know if this part was a mistake or not. But it looks like there's like this weird horn or goatee thing coming out the bottom. But I honestly can't tell from this angle. Oh, here's more. So you see these. This is probably going to get chopped off or cut off. But I can't tell like if this is beard or if this is just parts that are going to have to get sanded down. Oh no. See, I clicked too fast again. All right. Moon is made of cheese. Christina Kowal says, who is May? A new smart girl looking very cat-like. Is she new or come back an older girl? So I don't know which May you're referring to, but I do remember the name May was a release that he released a while ago. I want to say pre-pandemic or during the early years of the pandemic. There was a character named May. And May was only released as a head in Chaos. So during that period, during the pandemic, Danny was selling a lot of heads, if you guys remember. They were just Chaos heads where you could, or floating heads that you could buy that had no bodies. And May was one of them. So whether or not she's coming back, I don't know. But I guess she is, since you've seen it recently. Cortex in this black looks really cool. And it doesn't look so dark where it doesn't photograph. This photographs actually really nicely. Some long brunette hair. See, here it is. You can see it. There's this elf ears. It looks like elf ears. And then there's this weird goatee thing. Like, what is up with that? Like, that might just be like an imperfection that they're going to have to sand down, I'm assuming. Okay, more characters here. I don't know who this is. Okay, more Chi. Chi multiverse, I think. Or Moon is made of cheese. I love that purple. Look at that purple and black together. Oh, so good. Oh, white underwear? We're getting white underwear? That's cool. Danny has her in the store now. Really? Okay, let's look. Hold on. Let's look right now. Smart doll. Look at all my friends. Chinese food near me. That's what I was eating lately. Oh no, I didn't do it right. Yeah, we ordered Chinese food a couple days ago. Let's see. Smart doll. Is she has to be an anime, right? Because I remember May was anime. Moon is made of cheese, Justice Challenge, and Vijaz. Oh, here she is, May. Oh, there you go. Yeah, she's available now. Interesting. But yes, May was released a while ago. She was released as a floating head a long time ago, during those early pandemic years. But it's interesting to see that she's getting a full body now. That's pretty cool. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong character. For those of you that's been here for a while or been a part of the Smart Doll community for a while that remember this, but I'm pretty sure May was released as a floating head a while back. All right, let's go back to the timeline. I'm really curious about this white underwear. I mean, we've always had like gray underwear, blue underwear, but the white one, last time we had white underwear was when Smart Doll first released, and you know, Mirai and the girls had like white underwear or white pantsu, but never white underwear with the elastic band thingies that they've been doing. Ooh, look at this, guys. I think this is a male head. This looks like a dude head, definitely. For all you fans out there that's been asking for a boy Smart Doll, here we go. Looks like he printed something. Very cool looking. Very like, how should I say? Mysterious looking man. All right, moving on. Oh, another version of him. Oh, wait, is that the same? Oh, it's the same one, but it's interesting when you put him this way, the way the light and the shadow hits his eyes, it looks cooler. Ah! Keep hitting the button. It looks really cool. Like the way the shadows hit. No! I hate that. I really hate that it keeps doing that to me. Sorry, guys. I'm screaming in your ears. This male head looks really cool. I could be wrong. It could be female, but I really feel like this is a male head. Prototype male head. So for those of you guys that have been wanting male dolls, what do you guys think about this one? This looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. Ad break. I'm getting hungry. We need to end the stream soon. Only because I haven't eaten dinner yet and it's already midnight. Like, I'm so hungry right now. Let's see. We can keep moving. Okay, we have a Smart Doll, what's it called? Banner. Very nice. This is probably getting ready for California. I don't remember seeing this banner before. So this might be a new banner for Liberty. I don't think he had a Liberty banner before. But I mean, either way, obviously he's getting ready for his conventions because, hello, we're only 2 weeks away from October and he's going to be in San Francisco and LA and in London. So he has a very big schedule coming up. 3 separate cons, 2 in the same part of the world, 1 on the other side of the world. So he's going to be very busy. And I believe that's the last picture. Yeah, that's the last picture in the timeline. All right. So That was a long segment. We spent 1 hour on the timeline. He had a lot of pictures this time around. I mean, look at this. I'm like scrolling the whole thing. Gosh, that's really long. Christina Kowald says Danny has she says semi-real head. It's got nostrils. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It looks semi-real head, but I think it's a dude. I like this angle of it right here. I love how the shadow hits him. I can't wait to see what he looks like with makeup and eyes. He looks pretty cool so far, though. He does look really cool. Dolly JFK says we need more smart doll boys. We do. We definitely need more smart doll boys to be represented. But again, I mean, if you're not familiar, just in case, because this sounds like a new name, so welcome to the channel, Dolly JFK. But if you remember maybe or don't remember from the past, we've had many discussions about the boy dolls, is that everybody has been outcrying for more boy dolls. Boy doll this, boy doll that, and I'm all for it. We definitely need more boy dolls. The problem with boy dolls is whichever boy doll is released, take your pick, whichever one you want to pick, whether it be Crimson, AG, Adam, whatever from Smart Doll Land. All great dolls, but apparently they don't sell. Like, it got to the point where he had a lot of male dolls just sitting around taking up space in storage. So, he had to cut it, because it was taking up storage space for other projects that he wanted to do. And unfortunately, the boy dolls just don't sell well enough for him to keep in stock all the time. Now, a lot of factors could be included in this, and we've discussed it many times before, so I'll keep it as short as I can. But one of the factors is the fact that, a lot of the people that are outcrying for boy dolls is actually the minority more than the majority. That's one argument. Another argument could be that, yeah, boy dolls are being released, but none of the boy dolls really speak to the people that are asking for them. Like, these are not the boys that they've been asking for. So then they still don't buy them. But the long story short, if they don't have as good sales and the sales aren't doing very well, he may not keep them in stock. Now, you could also make the argument, because he's made the argument himself, that regardless of what the sales are, the frontline girls will always be sold, like Pear Girls and, Vitiligo Girls and, all the stuff that he's been pushing lately for diversity and inclusivity. You could make the argument, then why not boys? Boys should be there all the time, regardless if they sell well or not, because it's part of the diversity and inclusivity. So even though we're doing that with, having classic and now Pear, and then dolls with different skin tone colors, dolls with different types of conditions like limitless or vitiligo or cleft, what was it? The cleft lip, the acne, the burn scarring victims. Like, these are all really cool stuff that he does, and he's mentioned that they will always be available on the front line because it's part of their message and their vision of diversity and inclusivity. But, one could make the argument that boys are very underrepresented in the community, which is true. Within the vinyl doll community, boys are very underrepresented, and that could be an argument to have them on the front line. But, again, there's also that other piece that maybe they just don't sell well because that is not the sculpt or the look that people are clamoring for. But I have a feeling that this guy might change things. This guy looks really good so far. Obviously, we don't have the eyes or the makeup yet or the hair to really give a full fleshed out look. But so far is very promising. I like the look of this guy. He looks pretty debonair, if I do say so myself. But yeah, that's everything for this week. So thank you guys for coming. I mean, this was a long episode for a news episode, because purely a whole hour was Smart Doll news, because there wasn't a lot in the news feature, but there was a lot to go over in the timeline for our quote-unquote speculation zone. You know what I mean? That's one thing I like about doing the timeline that I didn't do in prior videos, like way back in the day, is that the timeline is cool because we get to speculate. Like, we don't know exactly what's coming out or what's going to be released, but we can speculate And that's why I like to call it the speculation zone, or for the timeline, because we just have all these pictures with no context behind them. So we're just excited to see what we're gonna see. Christina Kowal says, I see a person who only had who only had boy dolls. She had 25 smart doll boys. Ooh. But one person buying out all the boys does not make a an outcry. But I do agree, though. I feel like an argument, can be made that boys should be available as frontline all the time because they are underrepresented. And if that's the goal he's going for, then I think that's a good argument to put them on. But which boy doll? Can't be all the boy dolls because all the girls are not on frontline too. So that's where we have to pick, right? Luxaria says, I just woke up, so I was zoning in and out while watching. It's not a problem, Luxaria. I know it's like earlier in the day for you guys over there in Japan. But yeah, I mean, thank you for coming out, though. Thank you, everybody, for coming out today. Today was a good turnout. And everybody, hopefully you found today's episode informative, as always. And we had a lot of fun speculating in the speculation zone today. It's good times, good times. So next week is Beyond the Doll. And as far as I can tell, Beyond the Doll is on to be happening on the 27th. Like, I don't think I'm going to miss next week. From what I could tell, we do have a home game next Friday, but because it's a home game, it's obviously close to home. So I should be able to stream next Friday. Like, there shouldn't be an issue for me streaming next Friday. So be on the lookout. We're going to have an episode of Beyond the Doll next week, and hopefully you guys will like the topic for that week. But before we go, just another quick shout out, just so that you guys know that the Land O Sky Doll Club, United Federation of Doll Clubs Region 8, is going to have today, I guess, because now it's the midnight, so it's today, September 21st, 9:30 to 3:30, there's a doll show. And the reason why I'm advertising this is going to be a doll show in North Carolina, is because we have the Carolina Smart Doll Group is going to have a booth there. So do check out the doll show, as well as our good friends at Kitten Kat Shop will be at the doll show as well. I just realized I didn't have the internet picture up. So so this is the Lando Sky Doll Club, United Federation of Doll Clubs Region 8. They are having a doll show today, September 21st, from 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. in North Carolina. The Carolina Doll Group, Smart Doll Group, will be there. So if you want to meet like-minded people in this hobby for vinyl dolls, definitely come out and see that. And our good friends at Kitten Kat Shop will be there as well. They will have a booth there. So if you're looking to buy some cool doll accessories like earrings and necklaces and props, Kitten Kat Shop will be there at the show. So pick up whatever you need while they're at the show. And I think they're bringing some new stuff as well that you guys got to keep a lookout for at the show. So I just wanted to put that out there because, the more information we have on doll events and doll gatherings, the better it is for the community. And I hope everybody can spread the word. But that's everything for me today. So thanks everybody for coming for today's episode of the Doll Symposium, episode 71. I'm trying to think of something special to do when we hit episode 100. Maybe we'll do giveaways for episode 100. But giveaways are hard to do because the reason why they're hard to do is because I want to give back to the community, especially to all of you that watch my streams. I think you guys should definitely benefit because you guys come every single week and you guys are always talking and chatting. So I do want to do a special thing for you guys on episode 100. But the problem with giveaways is that I want to make it so that everybody that attends can participate. And the hard thing is if I do a giveaway of a physical object, I need your name and address and contact information so I can send it to you. And I know not everybody is comfortable with that, and I understand why, because, you never know who you're dealing with. And I'm not saying that I'm a shading person, but I'm just saying, I know people are just very, protective of their identities, which you should be. So what I'm going to try to do is do like a digital giveaway. So for those of you that were at my last time when I did giveaways, I think it was during one of my Christmas special, I think it was, where I gave away stuff digitally. We can do that, but it works on a trust system. So we have to trust that the person that won the first giveaway is not going to try out for the next giveaway. But we'll see. I'll try to think of something fun for you guys when we hit episode 100. But we got like 28 more episodes to go before we get there. But it's just crazy to know, or crazy to think about, that we're almost, we're getting close to 100. So we'll see what we'll do at that time. But again, thank you everybody for coming. And as always, I am your host, Shizusan, and my lovely little lady here is the very gorgeous Portia that was customized for me from my magical girl, Kit Kat. So thanks, Kat, for making me such a beautiful doll. Thank you, Kit and Kat Shop, for making these wonderful, beautiful butterfly wing earrings. They're so lovely. And thank you all for coming to the live stream or watching later on the VODs. I appreciate every single one of you. And please make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed today's episode, and hit the share button if you want to share this, if you feel like somebody else could benefit from today's episode. And subscribe. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, so you get notified of any new showings, especially you, Joe Rogan. Thank you for coming to today's episode, Joe Rogan. If it's the real Joe Rogan, I appreciate it. If it's not the real Joe Rogan, welcome anyways. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, so you can get all the major updates of whenever I go online. So again, thanks everybody for coming, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She can let her hair down, but got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her. She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smiling. There's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing to me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. Guitar. Yeah. All right. Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me.